Alright, so this is kind of another throwback story, but this is a throwback story because in about a week from this Friday, I'll be 26 years old, and I want to do this video right now um, because of my birthday next Friday, as well as I don't know if I'll have time because I got a lot of videos coming up. So it's perfect to talk about it right now, where I have some time right now to talk about this. The story behind why the reason I love Mountain Dew. So I have some water here because I've been drinking way too much soda, so I want to start losing some weight. But anyway, besides that, and don't mind my sipping of water because like I said, I'm trying to drink some water today. Anyway, so this was back. The story is going to be starting back in probably, well, yeah, it was back in 1997. It was I wouldn't know when it was. It was probably, I was a couple months old, and I was a couple months old, and my father, he, this was when him and my mom were still together. Of course, they didn't get divorced until like 2007, but I'm not going to really talk about that because, anyway, but this was back in 2000, or no, 1997, I mean. It was about a couple months after I was born. I think I was like almost like maybe like 6, 7 months old or something. I was a little kid, or I was a baby basically. I was a couple months old, and so we didn't have any milk in the house. We didn't have any formula, and I actually kind of do remember this a little bit. Little bit. I mean, I was only a couple months old, so I don't really remember it like other memories and stuff. But I do remember my father went into the refrigerator and he got out a can of Mountain Dew, or a bottle of Mountain Dew, or whatever. I don't know if it was can or bottle or something. And he he took the bottle and put it into my. And I wish he could have kept the can or bottle or whatever. If it was a bottle or a 2 liter or something, or 20-ounce bottle or whatever, I wish he could have kept that bottle or can, because it would have been cool to keep that. But of course, he didn't keep it for recycling or something, for cans or whatever, or he threw it out or whatever. But it would have been cool if he could have kept that, you know, as my first Mountain Dew, because that was my first Mountain Dew ever having Mountain Dew. And it was regular Mountain Dew. At the time we didn't have any other Mountain Dew. Just had Diet and regular, basically. I don't even think we had Diet. I think we just had regular up here. I'm not really too sure. I think if you didn't drink soda, you just drank water or whatever. I don't know if we had Diet Mountain Dew at that time. I think we just had regular. But anyway, he gave me Mountain Dew. That was the first time I ever drank Mountain Dew. But my mom yelled at him and told him that, because I was a baby, of course I'm not supposed to have Mountain Dew. But what was I supposed to drink? We didn't have any milk or formula or something. So I drank, that's the first time I ever drank Mountain Dew. Was back in 1997. I was only a couple months old, but that's how the Mountain Dew love of Mountain Dew started. It was back in a couple months old, back in 1997. 26 years. Next Friday will be, well, actually 26, yeah. Well, I don't think it was directly 26 years because, it was a couple months, but in a couple months, I think maybe August or September or July or October or whatever. I don't know when it was, but I think it was the summer months, and I was only a couple months old, and my father gave me either a glass of Mountain Dew or a sip of Mountain Dew, and that's how the love of Mountain Dew started. Was then. Was it good for me? No, but hey, I started to love Mountain Dew because of that. Because of him giving me Mountain Dew, that's why I started to love Mountain Dew. Right now I'm drinking water because I need water. And I'll show you that's water because you're probably going, oh, it's Mountain Dew. Is that Mountain Dew? Hold on, let me put on the flash. Hold on. That's not Mountain Dew. That's water. Anyway, I could have drank the Mountain Dew, but I've been drinking so much soda lately. I need to start drinking more water. And I realized that. Because a lot of soda is not good for you. But anyway, that's the start of the love of Mountain Dew. It was back in 1997. I was a couple months old. And that's the start of me loving Mountain Dew. Drinking Mountain Dew. Well, and then I really didn't start drinking. I don't really remember start drinking. I don't know when I started to drink Mountain Dew, like, besides that time. That was basically kind of a mistake that he gave me Mountain Dew. But kind of not, because if he didn't give me a Mountain Dew, I probably would have never had Mountain Dew. Well, maybe I would, but I probably not love Mountain Dew as much as I appreciate drinking Mountain Dew if it wasn't for him giving me Mountain Dew at that time. Because I would probably just thought Mountain Dew was just another drink. And that's what it is, basically. It's just another drink. But the nostalgic purposes behind me liking Mountain Dew, loving Mountain Dew, and collecting Mountain Dew products, and drinking all these Mountain Dew flavors, is because of that time. And if that didn't happen, then I probably wouldn't appreciate the value of drinking Mountain Dew as I do now. But anyway, I really don't remember that time, but I do remember, I think it was probably around 2004 or 2005. I was in elementary school, and I was going on the bus, and my old bus driver, Vinny, he was my bus driver at the time. He had and I probably should have kept the bottle then too, but like I said, at that time, back then, I didn't keep bottles, I didn't keep stuff like that. And this was like the first time I actually remember drinking Mountain Dew. Back in 1997, I was a baby, so I don't really remember that. But that was the first time I drank Mountain Dew. But this is the first time I remember drinking Mountain Dew, was when my old bus driver, Vinny, he gave me, it was hot Mountain Dew, because he didn't put in like a fridge or anything. He had, or not fridge, but he didn't have it like in the cooler or whatever. It was the last day of school, or I think it was the last day of school, and he told us we could all have a soda, one soda each, and he gave me a 16.9 fluid ounce bottle of Mountain Dew. And it would have been really cool if I could have kept that, because it had the old logo on it from that era, around 2005 or 2004 or something, 2004, 2005. That's when I really remember starting to drink Mountain Dew, and it was pretty good. I don't really remember drinking a full soda before that, because I used to drink sodas after my parents. What was left over of what they drink soda, I would have. But I don't remember before drinking any other soda that was full before that. And then I started to drink Baja Blast from occasion at like Taco Bell. When we went out to the mall on occasion, I would have Baja Blast, or I would have Code Red, because at that time they had Code Red. But I don't remember before 2004, 2005 ever having a full bottle of Mountain Dew. I don't think I did, because me and my sister were only allowed to drink milk, or have bug juice, or juicy juice, or apple juice, orange juice, and that's about it. So we didn't really have, or water, or Kool-Aid or whatever, but we didn't really have, or Hi-C, but we didn't really have soda before that, because we weren't allowed to have soda. My mom wanted us to have, be healthy. But that was the first time I remember drinking Mountain Dew. It was in 2004, 2005, I think it was around that time. It might have been late 2003. I think it was 2004, 2005, because I think I was in first grade or second, no, it was either kindergarten or first grade. I'm not really too sure. But I do remember having the 16.9 fluid ounce bottle of Mountain Dew at that time. Anyway. But anyway, that's the reason why I love Mountain Dew. Is because of the events that happened in my life. Was it good that I had Mountain Dew when I was only a couple months old? No, but like I just said, if that didn't happen, I probably wouldn't appreciate Mountain Dew as much as I do. Mountain Dew is not healthy for you, but maybe every once in a while it's good for you. But I do recognize that Mountain Dew is not necessarily healthy for you, but a lot of things aren't healthy for you, so, you know. But I do remember, I do recognize that if it wasn't for my father giving me Mountain Dew back in 1997 when I was only a couple months old, like I said, I probably wouldn't appreciate Mountain Dew as much as I do now if it wasn't for that, for him, for giving me Mountain Dew. Like I said, it wasn't healthy. No, it wasn't healthy. But, like I said, if that didn't happen, then I probably wouldn't recognize Mountain Dew like I do now. And buying all this Mountain Dew products, which I do buy a lot of Mountain Dew. Mountain Dew everything, basically, you know. But, you know, like I said. Anyway, I'm going to end this video here. And I hope everybody appreciates this little story here. Actually, a long story. It's 11, I was going to say months. 11, well, that would have been a long video. 11 minutes long. So, peace.